Here's the wild thing, aka Patters. What's the deal with no one being able to read this effing issue? You know how many videos I've seen? I refuted it years ago, and that video did super well. But we're doing Top Cow Tuesday. It's Witchblade. The saga begins #1 time. We have a Michael Turner cover, computer painted, poster worthy, ready to go. We got the cleavage. Excuse me, but do you know how many videos I've seen where no one can tell you the story, but it says the saga begins? We have an entire YouTube comic book commentary generation that plays dumb with this issue. I don't know why, because we got some good stuff here. We got some good illustrations. We got fantastic, transformative comic book coloring. Now, I'm on record of saying that this level of comic book coloring slows down the comic book production process. It makes monthly books harder. By 1995, Top Cow optimized their process for this to the point of absolute artistry. And it's something I don't think can be recreated. I think modern day books are done on cheap. They're done all digital. They're done on a dime. This is everyone being well paid, getting residuals from sales, but making bank, buying cars, going to strip clubs, doing the cocaine. They're doing all of this stuff off of the money from this. Sales equals better quality, period. So we're in an era where sales are declining, and we'll never return to this. But guys, on your left here, and we're going to get into the story, but look at the graphic design. This is perfectly 90s. The fonts, we have two separate fonts here, but they're so close, it just fits. There's a harmony to it. I like the texture in the background. Everything's legible. We have Top Cow, Productions Inc., Image Comics, Ballistic Studios. But look at all the names. And we have to take a note here that Christina Z, she is later to come on board, take over the series. David Wall sticks around and helps mold what would become the Witchblade Darkness Artifact universe. So there's a lot of setup here. We get Michael Turner for a good run. Now later, when Michael Turner fades out of the book, the commentary that we're doing is going to shift. But we're going to do this issue by issue. Post Michael Turner, we're going to be doing Witchblade in chunks. So, it's Witchblade week 1, and we have Kenneth Irons talking about some type of competition. There's something he's looking for. There's something that he wants, and tonight is the night. So we see him. I mean, Michael Turner here. And the coloring team. Jonathan D. Smith later becomes a long-term collaborator with Michael Turner. We have Nathan Carbera, Jonathan D. Smith also on computer colors. So a lot of times they marker what the highlights are, what the shadows are. We do it in marker, we scan it in, and then we computerize it. So it's a long process to color a comic. But, I mean, they're putting nice texture here for the marble. Look at Turner, too. Nice design for this futuristic armor. It's supposed to be ancient armor, but we get it. I always like the molding here for the frames. But yeah, something, then I will own you both. So what's underneath here, right? I mean, I think we know. I think we know what's underneath here. Then we cut to Sarah Panizzi. And here we go. We're just going through the story. She's on the undercover mission. She's a cop. She's a hothead. She turns heads. I think some of these are people that Michael Turner knows, right? Like, who's this fat boy he knows someone. But yeah, we got the Jubblies, fantastic highlights. I always liked how Turner draws the wrinkles. As the series goes on, Turner becomes more and more efficient with his layouts. He becomes what I consider the best layout guy in the game. But he does these things where the door frame here is actually the frame of the panel border. So she gets some guns pulled on her, and she's got to do some action, flip around, blast the dude in the knee, bringing men to their knees. That's what she does, and boom. I mean, guys, posterized shot here. I mean, a lot of good artwork for a couple pages in. And then her cop friends show in, and they're like, I didn't know Pez was invited to the little party, Jake. Neither did I. But it looks like she's dressed for it. We're going to cut to later, but she's going to get in trouble for this because she is a rogue undercover cop. She is outside the rules, but she wants justice. This is why cop characters make really good superheroes. And then we get back to Irons and his crew, and they rented out this super old New York theater that's like 100 and something years old. And they're talking about a competition, and everyone's there for this like competition. Sarah's getting chewed out. Nice silhouette here by Mr. Turner. But yeah, Sarah kind of gets off the hook a little bit. After that, you can file your report with me. I'm sure it'll be interesting. I can't hardly wait. So, like, right, I mean, so far we follow the story. Her partner comes in and he's like, Sarah, you gotta stop doing this. Her captain's like, Sarah, you gotta stop doing this, but you're getting reckless. And that scares me. See, they want her safe, but Sarah's like, we need justice. So, you know, from the raid, they have a suspect. So Sarah's going to interrogate the suspect and get a lead. Then we have Kenneth Irons here, right? But then we have Jeremy Irons. And then we have the tournament. There are a few fine-looking competitors, sir. The winner will be among them. I know it. Reveal my prize, Nottingham. I'm sorry, it's Ian Nottingham, not Jeffrey Irons. Ian Nottingham. And Turner always put him in this, like, I don't know, like, embroidered, like, I love the embroidery for this. It's such a cool character design. Again, too. And Turner, fantastic with these wrinkles. They unveil everything. We have our object in the middle of the stage, and the competition begins. So Sarah gets a lead. They go to this house, and they see that there's this girl, and now they're tracking the MO. There's been other victims. They have a glaze over their eyes. They're motionless. Cleanliness didn't keep this woman alive, though. Forensic says the killer put her in this position after the murder. They say she was burned from the inside out, kind of like a microwave oven. So she's on the trail of a serial killer. See, her case is coming to fruition. Let me know in the comments when you cannot follow this story. And then on stage, here we go. We get all these people placing bets. We get the stereotypical Texas guy. The Witchblade is revealed. The rules of the contest are quite simple. I'll call your name and you'll place your right hand in the gauntlet. There you go. They're trying to find... Here we go. This is like the plot of the Venom movie, the first one, right? It's symbiotic. We need a perfect host. There you go. This dude walks up, tries it. His hand gets chewed off. Right? These people are sadistic freaks. And then Sarah's on the trail. She gets led to the theater. Could we use a page here? Right? This is where we need a page to kind of show Sarah getting into the theater, putting some additional clues together, but finding her way on stage. She breaks up some gunfire, but then the Witchblade gauntlet finds her. And then here we go. And then all hell breaks loose. Sarah, in a hot red dress, shoots fire from her fingertips. She's smoking everyone. I always liked, and I know this is J.D. Smith, I always liked, he did this throughout Witchblade so well. The purple and the yellow. The LA Lakers colors, but it's the way it's complementary is just, there's a absolute perfect harmony to that. But we see, like, the power of the Witchblade is overtaking her. And then here we go. The beginning. We know what comes next, right? Mr. Irons wants the Witchblade, and then his right hand assassin boy, where's he at? Ian Nottingham, right? The hand of doom, essentially, is going to try and hunt it down as well. I mean, issue 2 coming up. Everybody's got problems. Sarah Pazzizi's is just a little bit out of hand. We got 21. We'll be doing 21 coming up too, starting with issue 1 of 21. I never read this. Isn't this wild? I've never read this. And we're going to just buy them and read them for the channel. But I do have issue 1. We'll have issue 1 of 21 coming up. The Black Angel book, as we know, by Len Wein, R.I.P. Never comes out. We did the Velocity series. Fantastic. And guys, we'll be talking about Weapon Zero. Coming up. But there it is. Witchblade issue 1. Love you guys. Rock and roll.